So, aside from the funky music, most of you followed SpeakerCraft since we launched the brand some 16 years ago. This is our 16th Cedia. We were fortunate enough to come up with an idea to make an in-wall speaker and make the speaker pivot. And the first iPod system, I don't know if you remember writing about that, but we networked iPods together before there was even a thought of using iPod in this industry. We networked 6 iPods together with a product called Mode. We're the second license that Apple had granted to take metadata information out of the bottom of an iPod. People didn't even know what it was for. As we've looked at the industry evolve, it's obvious that we're changing from the high-end customer down into middle market, and we hope even into teens and tweens. So a lot of our effort has been on making product that works very easily with an iPad, an iPod, or a regular system. Dave actually went out and bought a couple $100 worth of CDs the night before last, and our company consists of an average age of about 35. And most of us said, Dave, why'd you buy CDs? Why didn't you just go to iTunes? And he's going to tell you all the reasons why he bought CDs to play on our new equipment. But things have changed really fast. And in our industry, we think that there's more growth to be captured on the mass level of consumers than there is on the high-end level. And SpeakerCraft has always been a high-end company, selling to a demographic that makes above $100,000 a year, has a home that's over 4,000 square feet. You guys know the demographic and the type of people. So we're focusing our efforts on expanding products for that demographic, but also going downstream into products that will be more mass merchant and easily acceptable. Make sense? Cool. We got lucky. We came out, Dave's going to talk about the products, but through all the change that we've had, we're part of the Nortec organization of companies, and recently our ABC group rolled up Niles, Elan, and Xantec into one organization where there's going to be market niches that each of those companies cover. SpeakerCraft, and the way that we do business, is a little bit different. If we go through the history of our company, it started out with myself and a couple of guys in their 40s, had to buy them out for $15 million, then met a couple of older guys in their 60s and 70s, and they gave me the money to buy SpeakerCraft, and we sold her for $58 million to Nortec. And what those things have done along the way is it's made us focus hardcore on new technology and new products. So as opposed to having big, huge engineering groups with a lot of people making high-end products, this last 24 months we've been very focused on changing the core competency of the company and making products that are easier and different to use that we can, again, sell everybody. So a new direction, it's a new market landscape. I don't know how many people each one of you have talked to, but how quick did it take our industry to give up on control panels as soon as a competitive iPad came out? It's like they gave up instantly, right? They said there's no way we can compete. This is the end of control panels. Let's kind of suck into the iPad and make that part of our business. We got lucky in that we have the first licensing agreement, and I don't think there's anybody else here at the show that actually has an integrated amplifier that works with an iPad or multiple quote-unquote flow boxes, that's the name of the product, that work with an iPad. So you can take your iPad room to room, carry it with you. I'm looking at Gary over here. I mean, he's on his right now doing something. But those things don't leave your hands. I don't know if you live with them or if you don't or who has one or doesn't. But you start out with it in the morning reading the paper, and probably the last thing you do at night is put it by the side of your bed. So we believe that it's going to be even more popular to listen to music through it and charge it if you have spaces around the house that tie into your main system. With wireless technology such as AirPlay and Sonic Air, AirPlay is an Apple technology and Sonic Air is a SpeakerCraft technology, we can go back to iTunes and actually have iTunes metadata in multiple rooms, which is really cool. Are there any questions on how metadata works or what metadata is? You know? Yeah? Cool. So song, artist, title, album information, everything else. We also have a line of really high-end subwoofers and box speakers. So we've got a collection of in-wall products that's the largest in the industry, and ceiling products that's the largest in the industry with hundreds of SKUs. Now we've moved into box speakers and box subwoofers that are available in real high-end Steinway piano type finish. And my son just started USC at the Marshall Business School and the Lucas Film School. I have to put that plug in. His name's Cody. As I look at these kids and walked around campus, I said, hey, I want to pay you to have your friends do a focus group. Let's talk about music. The kids don't know what two-channel audio are, or what two-channel audio is. I'm talking freshmen in college, they don't know two-channel. So they were really excited to come over and actually listen to a system in my house in a two-channel room and hear the music open up and what's actually possible. So Dave's going to talk to you about up conversion on what we're doing on some of these products to make the products sound better as opposed to compressed MP3. So we're attracting a new audience. The changes that have taken place, obviously you've written about, you're much smarter than I am when it comes to really following the trends, but we're selling more music than ever. So if more music's being consumed, is that music being consumed by people like us? Or is it being consumed by a younger generation? Who do you think's buying more music? It's a younger generation, so people under 35. And this whole trade show hasn't catered to that generation. So you'll see not just products here, but throughout the show, I believe, that if this whole industry doesn't reinvent and make products that are available to the next round of home buyers, I don't think that custom's going to last the way that it has. I was the guy that said 2 years ago that in-wall keypads were obsolete because the iPhone came out. We made the first app for an iPhone to control your home system before there was an app store. So we're really hardcore dedicated to easy technology. Dave, why don't you come on up? Dave's going to talk to you about the evolution of listening and the new products that we have. So SpeakerCraft's focus for the show, where we've got new core competency products, architectural, which he'll cover, lift, and show you. We've got new products that work with iPads, iPhones, new subwoofers, new satellites. So we've expanded into a big, broad category, plus a huge system called Nerve, which will unleash some more information to you. And again, the thought process on Nerve, I've already had questions from you, is that we're going to include easy setup through wizards, offer less features. Okay, my house, I've got a really nice big Crestron system in my house. I can feed my koi when it works. I can turn lights on and lights off. I can control my pool. I can do all kinds of stuff. But the problem is I'm tied to my installer. It's like he's somebody that I can't get away from. I see him sometimes as much as girls I date because my system always goes down. And it's a bummer. And I'm not blaming Crestron or anything else, but the promises are made that we can do everything. And that's what our industry has been based on. What we're doing with Nerve is we've given a solid set of features and functions that'll do lighting control, thermostat, pool, and audio video over a single Cat 5 in high def. So I'm going to turn this to Dave. He's going to talk about products, and I'll jump back up here at the end. Thank you.